Well, hi, motherfuckers. No, I'm playing. So listen, y'all. I'm getting ready to go work out, and I stopped by here. I'm stopped by here before I go work out because I want to talk about some stuff. Obviously, that's why I'm here. And so yeah, so I'm gonna be here very, very. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me text. I always say I'll be here very shortly, and it'll be a lot longer. Let me see if. Let me text. Hold on. Let's get this done. Let's get the. Yeah. Okay. So, as you can see, come on, Jay. Hello, Jelly L. Yes, honey. You've been wanting to say hi. I know that's right, honey. Come on, little Mer. Hey, little Mer. Yes, honey. Listen. I wish I could change this background because the blue with the black, it makes my eyes go. Yes. So, come on, little Mer. It's been a while, honey. I hope you're well. Yes, honey. I hope you're well. Yes. So, today, like I said, I'm on my way to the gym. Yes, a bitch is working out. Yes, bitch. Bitch, please, girl, bye. Listen, I gotta get this body. I gotta get this body all the way together. Like, I don't think my body is bad, but I think I gotta get it. I feel like I'm losing my booty. I feel like I'm losing my butt. But so we gotta get that together. So listen, let me go ahead and grab my tea. Okay, so the video is entitled The Heart. And I always tell people this, the heart is the most important thing because what goes through that, which is everything, what goes through that, especially things that are connected to us deeply, like deep, like emotions, deep emotions, love, hate, all that comes from the heart. And it will resurface whatever you're dealing with, especially going into, hey, especially if you have not resolved. Okay, if you got things that you're dealing with or you have dealt with it, if you've not resolved. Okay, so let me put him up here, y'all, because he got a girl, he got to be right by me. Okay, so the heart is very important, and what I'm going to go over in this class, or excuse me, what I'm going to go over in this video is notes that we have in our chakra class. And I just kind of want to reiterate this because, of course, I'm doing work with people on healing. We do that a lot. We do a lot of healing work, and this has come up. And even there's a certain situation that I feel like someone I'm currently working with is going through. And I feel like everyone collectively could benefit from what I'm going to say. So one thing about magic, and you could do your own research on this as well, but one thing about magic is all magic comes from the heart, right? All work that you do energetically comes from your heart. And so I tell people, you cannot be happy in a marriage, in a job, in a relationship if your heart is really not in it. Like, people think that's a cliche, or they think that's just a thing that people say, but it's true. If your heart is not in something, you're not going to benefit from it. You're not going to see full contentment and full enjoyment in it, right? Y'all see him? Y'all see he smells something. He's trying to figure out where the sun coming from. So either way, you know what, y'all. Before I got on here, he was nowhere near me. Y'all, he kept his distance. He did his little thing. I watched. Now, the minute I get on his damn camera, it's like he knows his camera's on, and he's like, "Let me act the damn fool." Okay. So the heart is very, very important, and all things will pass through it. And typically, when people die of heart disease and heart anything, metaphysically, it deals with deep rooted love, right? The lack of love or not really getting enough of it. And like I said, me doing work with people, a lot of things come up for them, a lot of resistance, a lot of defense, a lot of, combativeness, like they want to fight. And you're just like, where is this coming from? Because, like, bitch, I'm here to support and love you. At the end of the day, I didn't have to agree to do your work. At the end of the day, you're just, outside of us connecting. If it was just about the money, at the end of the day, you're just another coin, which I said before, there's many things I can do to get coin. Many things. So me actually connecting with you is me trying to help you, right? And to see you get to win, honestly, to see you win. And like I said, when I meet people and they're combative and they're just very defensive and they just want to fight. I'm like, there's some deep stuff there. And it always happened around the time where serious stuff come up. And I want to just throw this out here. We have a lot of planets that are in retrograde, right? That are affecting major aspects of our life. We always talk about Saturn retrograde. We always talk about Mars retrograde, but no one really talks about the Jupiter retrograde. Nobody really talks about the Pluto retrograde. And currently, right now, we're going through the Pluto retrograde. I believe it started on April the 24th or April the 26th. So you have Taurus, which deals with love and matters of the heart and deals with real love, right? We're going to talk about that fake foo-foo, I like you type of shit. We're talking about real, genuine love that lasts a lifetime. And then you have a planet that is the destroyer. That is ultimately the planet that gives life, and it also destroys life. So you have that planet in retrograde. And of course, going into Pluto, Pluto deals with transformation. It deals with things that are hidden, that are not really, seen with the naked eye or is at the surface. And then when in retrograde, you should focus on those things. So a lot of people, there's a lot of challenges that are going to be coming up for you, primarily because they're talking about the cycle or the season that this retrograde started in your love life, in your personal life, in your mental state of mind. There's going to be a lot of bubbles and jubbles and listen, you're not doing this tonight. I'll throw this cayenne at your ass. Come over here so I can Christian you with this damn cayenne. Anyway, not throw this at him. We're talking about throw the powder at him, honey. Get his ass together. He needs to be sanctified and holy filled. Honey, come here. Sanctify you. Anyway, so yes, honey, he must know I'm about to leave. And see, that's like I can't say shit. He heard me say I'm going to be going to go work out, and now that's why he's going crazy, y'all, because he said, "Ooh, this bitch about to leave. Let me act a fool. I'm still gonna go." Okay. So anyway, Pluto being in retrograde, there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up for people, a lot of concerns, a lot of things that need to be cleansed out, primarily in relationship and areas that deal with one's self. I tell people, you cannot run from the heart. I don't care how spiritually inclined you are or how spiritually inclined you think you are, which we're going to also talk about that as well. Because like I said, we talked about it lightly last night. I'm sure people are going to be asking, some people asked in here, but they're going to be asking, exactly what I meant by, delusions and the stellar gateway and stuff. So we're going to go into that lightly. But going to the notes that I have in my heart, in my chakra class, the heart seed, the heart, and the higher heart, which are the three chambers of the heart chakra, deals with deep compassion and divine love. These three chambers is an integrated chakra that resonates at a very high vibration, right? It unites the auric bodies with the above energies, which is the celestials, right? It is the Jupiter, the Mars, the Rahus, the Sinrons, the Hunas, and all that good stuff, honey. Hello, I'm getting to the T. And also below the earth plane. So all things that deals with in the here and now and you could say future, past, present, and future, the heart deals with all that. So it also connects us all. So when you're living within that heart chakra, right, and you're resonating, or there's a blockage there, you will start to feel disconnected with other people. And that's why I tell people, like, my consciousness is in my heart chakra. Like, I'm a very sensitive person. I've always been, and I considered that to be a bad thing before I was educated on how important it is for you to always be aware of your feelings and your emotions, and to just be sensitive, right? To be aware of your feelings and how possibly other people's feelings may be playing in that, right? Like people trying to influence you and all that. So people did try to influence me. And of course, when I went through my healing processes, I seen my therapist, my psychologist, my counselor, and I worked through some stuff. I greatly appreciate my sensitivity for that, because like I said, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of blockages. There was a lot of issues that was unspoken or really unexperienced. It was just thoughts. that people were projecting, and I was receiving them, and I was keeping them bottled in, and things were happening. So a lot of relationships that I was building were not real relationships. A lot of the relationships that could have been authentic, that could have been beneficial, I was like, ooh, bitch, I don't want that. And I was okay with the fake shit, because the fake shit is what I was trained. Hey, hold on, y'all. How about that? How about that? How about that? How about that? How fun out there? How about that? How about that? How about that? Stop playing with me tonight. Okay? Stop playing with me tonight. It's not tonight. Stop playing with me. Okay? Stop playing with me. Okay. So, oh yeah, this dog keep irking my nerve tonight. So, passing all that, working through all that, getting the healing from all that, I see things differently. And now I'm able to build healthy relationships, relationships that are long and forever. Like, and we're talking about maybe like 10 years ago now is when I first started my journey on healing and resolving stuff, like full throttled. And in these past 10 years, the relationships that I established that were genuine and authentic and real, okay, and strong, we'll say strongly rooted, is still here. Like I said, my best friend, we've been best friends for a very long time. Like, we've known each other for 12 years, but we've been best friends for 11 years, maybe 10 and a half years. So, and we're talking about, girl, two separate, like, we're two generations apart from each other. So, either way, not just that, there's other relationships that I have established and I've kept and I'm still keeping, and whether it's business or private. But either way, when that heart is blocked and there's some issues there that needs to be resolved, and you just walk around with it built within you or built up inside of you, or you don't really want to express it, it will start to contaminate your relationships, primarily intimate relationships, but also friendships. So if you wonder why you can't get a man or keep a man, and you wonder why you can't get a friend or keep a friend, and you wonder why your work life, like nobody at your work want to be around you, they don't want to be bothered with you, then you really have to do some self reevaluating, right? You have to really sit there and go through the list of, well, what is it that I'm doing to contribute to this? Because at the end of the day, like I said, me speaking of my experiences with some of my clients, they'll come to me and be like, honey, people get jealous of me. People treat me a certain way. And of course, girl, at the end of the day, honey, I see you as what it is that you are. Money, education, that shit doesn't matter to me, honey. I've dealt with people that was far less educated and didn't have as much money, honey, and was far better off. So, like I said, that whole money shit, and I'm established, and everyone knows who I am. Like, when it comes down to spiritual stuff, that shit doesn't matter to me. Like, it really does not. It does not matter to me. What matters to me is that you're coming to me for work and you're going to give it your all. Like, I'm going to give it my all. And at the end of the day, it's actually sad that some people actually don't take it as serious as I do. And it's like, what I'm doing has nothing to even fucking do with me. Whether or not you find the man of your dreams, whether or not that you work that battle out, like, that's not my concern. So for me to like do the work and see people are just like, bitch, that's a slap in the motherfucking face. But anyway, but working with people, they'll say these things like, people get so jealous of me. Nobody really likes me. And da. And then me dealing with them, I'm like, well, how you are can rub people the wrong way. And it's not even you're a strong person naturally. Like, you're not even it's not that you're aggressive or you're strong naturally. It's that you have pretended to be that. You are pretending to be that. You are putting on a show because people have caused you to be that way, right? They have pushed you to the edge and you said, fuck that. I've been fucked over too much. So let me try to act like I'm hard and I'm big and I'm bad. And so you're fighting at the wrong people. You're flaring up at the wrong people. And like I said, I experienced that with clients where they do that, where they flare up at me and it's like, honey, I'm here to help you, girl. I'm not your enemy, bitch. I'm not here to go against you. I'm here to see you win, obviously. But they don't see that. And of course, going into what I used to do. That's what I used to do, honey. I met people who wanted me to win, who had love for me, who had a lot of respect for me. And because I was dealing with my own hurt, my own issues. I couldn't see past that. So I fucked it over. High school, and we're not saying all the relationships, because there's a lot of relationships that I was like, I didn't want, because of course I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do none of that bullshit. So I don't want this shit around me. I don't even want to be tempted with that. Like, bitch, we can let bygones be bygones, but bitch, I don't want to hang out with people that have the same likeliness as me. If I'm not into that, why would I hang with someone that's into that? So, like I said, for me, I think I made the right decisions for most of the stuff, but some of the connections, I'm like, honey, what was I thinking? Oh, because I was with this bitch, this self-hating bitch. Okay. And she was, making me see things her way. Fuck her. So either way, it's important to release that within you. It's important to release whatever you got built up in you. I have a lot of people in my family that have passed on due to congestive heart failure, that due to heart attacks, due to heart disease, which is cancer of the heart. And all this stuff, as I said before, all of your organs relate to an energy source in your body that connects you to other people. So going in with the heart, like I said, that is love. That is the foundation of who you are. That is the foundation of everything you will ever be. So when there's something not there, especially with your parents, like you have issues with your mom or your dad that have yet to be resolved, and we're not talking about, well, I didn't get a chance to resolve it because they're not here. There's still things you can do to work on that, because there's people that have passed on in my life that were not my mother or not my father that I wish I would have worked things out with. And even in their passing, years after that, I was able to find some type of peace, like, damn, it's crazy. But you can still, find your peace of mind and your healing. Even though they're not here, you don't have to sit down with them. That to me, that's validation. I feel like when people have to have a one-on-one talk with someone to resolve something, or I have to see you to resolve this, that's more of a validation. Because let's say if the person chooses not to forgive you, or the person chooses not to acknowledge that you're willing to work past this, then you're going to feel some type of way. Like, bitch, fuck you, I did it. So why even do that? First find it within yourself to forgive or move past, and then maybe seek, if you have the opportunity, to meet with them and to resolve that. But like I said, it starts with yourself. It starts with yourself and letting these things go, especially if it happened to you when you were a kid. And I keep saying this, things happen to a lot of us who were kids. Thank God for me, it was nothing, bad. I wasn't molested or abused or anything. But, verbally, the same thing, people telling you off and reading you down, honey. And, you just, like I said, you go through that stuff. That's very traumatizing as a kid. And studies have shown this, that children who are yelled at, regardless if it's by family or not, they have high levels of depression, anxiety, and, it creates a whole bunch of other stuff. So, like I said, me going through that stuff, it was traumatic, and me having to work through that stuff, release that stuff. I benefited from working through that. I benefited from, seeking help and investing in help. And that's really what it's about. It amazes me because even going into spiritual work, people coming for work, they'll be focused on their money more than their heart. They'll be focused more on love from other people versus building love for themselves. And this is why I tell people when they hit me up and they're like, I want to do love work. And they're like, let me do love work on myself. Like, it almost gets into that point of getting very emotional, because I'm like, that's very bold and that's a very powerful choice. Because if you cannot love yourself and you do not have understanding for yourself, you cannot love anyone else. And even going into like people who live their life for other people, like you're only this way because your parents want you to be or your family wants you to be. Like, I really feel sorry for those people, because it creates a whole bunch of other shit. And yeah, I won't get into that. So, okay, I'm watching the clock, honey. I'm on a time bomb. So, like I said, letting that stuff go, releasing that stuff, not, keeping that within you. You had issues as a child, let that stuff go. And I'm not saying let it go, like forget about it, but work through it. Like, what exactly bothered you about the situation? And if you know what bothers you, write it out, talk it out. If you're not aware of what bothers you about the situation, then kind of keep reliving it, but give yourself time to relive it. And even if you go see a psychologist, they're going to give you the exact same exercise. It's like, what is it about that experience that you're holding on to? And some people don't even know why. Some experiences I had as a kid, I don't know why I held on to it. Like, and I was holding on to it, didn't even know it. Like, It's crazy. So I can imagine people that are older than me who have not gotten the help. And I can imagine what type of stuff they're holding on to, especially if you had a far more difficult life than mine. Like, I'm not going to say I had an easy life, but my life could have been a lot worse. And that's what I'm grateful for. But you not working through that stuff, it turns into some stuff. It turns into some very nasty stuff. And this is why I think the divorce rates are high in America. This is why I think there's a lot of people abusing people. There's a lot of disrespect. There's a lot of, ignorance, phobias of all sorts, because we're not really taught how to love ourselves. We're not really taught how to embrace ourselves and respect ourselves. We're taught how to respect other people, right? They teach you, treat you, be nice, respect your elders. Like, they teach that, but they don't teach you how to respect yourself first. They don't teach you how to love yourself first. And I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm saying that's not talked about, because my mother taught us that. Love yourself, embrace yourself, be who you are, be proud of who you are, regardless of what it is, honey. And, it is what it is. But majority of society does not teach you that. They say, love someone else, love the people, be like them, go be a doctor, be a lawyer. Everybody ain't meant to be a doctor or a lawyer, bitch. Like, that's dumb as hell. My son gonna be a teacher and he only 3 years old. How you know? Bitch, you're not a teacher. No tea, no shade. You're not a teacher. So what? So, like you said, working through that stuff, you will see your life do a 360. And even going into like this, what I want to say with this too, when people get work done on like finances, people get work on job, when people get work on stability of all sorts, right? All things come up, okay? All things come up, not just the situations that pertain to what you're working on, but all things come up. Because energy is energy, and especially going through this time right now where we got the Taurus new moon still in full effect. You got Pluto in retrograde, as I mentioned before, just freshly starting. There's a lot of energies out there that are playing major factors in your current choices and how your life is going to be affected after October, so the fall. So the whole summer, you got to live with all this shit. From now until fall, bitch, you got to live with all the decisions that you're choosing not to revisit and to let come up, letting go. For everyone, this April up until October, it's going to be a lot about letting go. Resentment, regrets and shame, letting go of that, allowing the cycles of life to move freely throughout your life, because you don't have full control over other people's lives. And I think people get hung over that. Like, they get hung up over that. I have to micromanage. I have to see. Why is it not? Why is this? Why? Like, you can't be that way. You have to let the cycles of life move freely. And in that process, you will always be taken care of. So letting go of that stuff will be very, 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 very beneficial to you. And like I said, I'm only talking about this because we're currently working on some stuff. I'm currently doing some casework with people, and a lot of stuff is coming up. Like, you'll be amazed. One person, we're doing work on protection from people of higher power, and love is coming up for them, infidelity issues, health issues. And, they're like, wait, are we working on this or that? Because this is coming up. Well, it's all going to come up, because when you align yourself, right, we're talking about spiritual alignment here. When you align yourself with things that are meant to be for you, what spirit does, and we could talk about Father Saturn, but what these spirits do is they come in and they make sure that all your motherfucking ducks are lined up. And if one of your ducks is crooked, honey, or just not wanting to come forward, honey, that spirit or spirits make that duck come forward. And, that's when all hell breaks loose. So you're like, how are we working on love? And this is coming up. How are we working on health? And this is coming up. That's just how the universe works. Energy is energy, and everything starts out the same. Now, of course, that energy could be taken once everything is cleared and channel it only into a specific area. But if you're not too sure, or, what did it say? If all your I's are not dotted and all your T's are not crossed, then where you're weak at or what you're lacking, spirit will then make that also come into play. Okay. So like I said, the heart is very, very important. Protect it, nourish it. Allow yourself to heal, things that you experience or you're currently experiences that you're not, resonating with, you're not okay with. Vocalize it. Tell people how it feels. Don't be afraid to hurt anybody's feelings because at the end of the day, it comes down to your sanity. It comes down to your psychological well being. It comes down to your physical health. And that's the thing, too, that I don't think people understand. Like letting people abuse you verbally, physically, it doesn't matter how. Letting people try to influence you, try to do whatever goes against your natural frequency, it stirs up something within you that affects not just your thoughts, but your psychological well-being starts to get fucked up. Like mental illnesses creep in, and spirits that come in that feeds that comes in and feeds that, even going in, even into your physical health and how your health will start to go downhill. Primarily your vital organs. So you have issues with your heart, hypertension, you have issues with your pancreas, diabetes, like all these illnesses that deals with your vital organs, deals with major or vital aspects of your life that you have to clean. And a lot of people do physical detox. It's like, let me drink my protein, let me drink my fruits and vegetables, let me drink my water. But those cells that have been nourished and fed for so long is still there. So even when you detox, you're still not right here. When you detox, you're still in an environment that is not, that is not at the best. And even when I was telling my friend, we're working out and stuff, I'm telling her, like, if you're not going to change your diet, there's no point in this exercising because there's no point in that. Like your environment has to be conducive with what it is that you're trying to get. So in order for you to be a successful, to get to a successful body weight that you think is appropriate, you have to watch what is around you and what goes up in you, including penises. Yes, everybody, penises and vagina also. I hate to go there, but I got to keep it real. Penis and vaginas also affect your health too. We know this. We got STDs that pop up, and even outside of STDs, you got sexually transmitted demons. A lot of these demons don't even manifest as sexually transmitted diseases. They're there though. So you're like, I don't know what's going on. This person brought, and this is why I pay attention to. People be like, yeah, ever since I've been with this person, they brought a lot out of me. What they bring up out of you, bitch. And I've witnessed people get with people intelligent, loving, understanding, and then all of a sudden, bitch, you just go crazy, and it's like, girl, you don't got common sense no more. What the hell are you thinking? What, girl? What's going on? Are you high? Are you doing drugs? What's going on with you? So, all that, what goes in you, what is around you, what. And he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. That's the crazy part about it. He knows what he's doing. He think he's slick, and I should get another dog. I should get another dog so he can teach the dog how to act like him. He's a dog, not a cat. What dog get on the back of furniture and just hang up on a damn piece of furniture and just what dog does this? What dog sits on the couch and just act like he runs shit? What dog does this? It's ridiculous. Oh shit! Oh, he knows what he's doing, y'all. Ooh, y'all. Let me wrap this on up because he knows what he. Let me wrap this on up. Work on that heart, everybody. Work on that heart. If you're trying to be a powerful magi, sage, high priestess, whatever you want to title, whatever you want to self proclaim, you have to be able to have a clear and clean filter. And the filter is your heart. This whole area has to be nice and clean, nice and just running properly. And of course, things are going to always come up. And some of these things that you want to heal from is going to be a lifetime of healing, right? But once it starts, then like I said, you will see things differently. You will see your magic come in more effectively, more quickly, and it will be more precise. Not, well, I manifest the job I want, but I didn't manifest the coworkers I wanted. I didn't think my coworkers would be like this. Yet get that heart together. Okay. Now I'm going to go into something because I mentioned something last night. We were talking about, oh, and this also plays into this too. Just because y'all want to know what this is, can we talk about this really quickly, honey? Well, we're not going to talk about this. But these are candles of work that we're currently working on. And I keep it all until I send over their pictures, honey. Isn't this nice and clean, y'all? Look at these clean burning candles, honey. I know that's right. This is what it looks like when you do what you should be doing over there, honey. You hear me? This is what it looks like what you doing what you should be doing over there. You hear me, honey? This is what it looked like when you doing over there what you should be doing over there, honey. That's what it looks like, honey, when you doing what you should be doing over there, honey. Hello? Okay. So anyway, so you have subtle bodies or energy sources, right? Fields around you that relay different messages to your experiences. So just to go into a few, or we'll go into one, you have an emotional energy body, right? And this is where all of your feelings attribute to this area. All your feelings attribute to this area. So when it comes to manifesting things that require strong emotions like love, real love, friendship, healthy relationships, you got to make sure that your emotional body is clean, it's in shape, that your feelings are balanced, that whatever experiences come in, whatever ideas you have, whatever connections that you create emotionally within yourself has to be clean. And as I said before, that's one example of saying that you cannot have hate for yourself but have love for someone else. Or I don't like being alone. I need a man to help make me feel good. I need a man to help make me feel beautiful. Bitch, I wish a man would make me feel beautiful or make me feel better than what I make myself feel. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Can't no man or no woman make me feel any type of way, bitch, outside of what I want to feel. Please do it, honey. He can amplify it, definitely. That's what it's about, amplifying that feeling. You already love yourself. You already want yourself. And now the man that you get is going to amplify that. And see, that's what people do, because a lot of y'all have sex and y'all never had an orgasm. And see, I've had an orgasm in every situation I had, and you probably don't really want to hear about that. But I'm just saying, like, it really, that is a magical thing. And when it's really, really there and it's really, really like real, honey, you will feel like you're just the only two people on this motherfucking planet, honey. You'll be like, bitch, who, what? The phone ringing, bitch, what phone? Honey, the door, what? What we got to do after this? I forgot. Like, bitch, your mind is somewhere else, honey. You are, listen, the universe is your motherfucking playground. But if you never felt like that, honey, then it's time for you to reevaluate who, what, when, why, how are you there opening up and letting them come on in. But let's talk about the stellar gateway. Okay. The stellar gateway I mentioned last night in the video, and someone asked about it. And I said, let me just address this. So the stellar gateway is exactly 12 inches above the soul star. Now, you're probably going to ask what a soul star is, and we're going to go into that as well, okay? The soul star is a foot above the crown chakra. Now, if you need to know what the crown chakra is, honey, then I'm just going to tell you that you're not ready for any of this information, okay? But anyway, the stellar gateway is also known as the cosmic portal. Okay, I want you to make note of this, okay, everybody? The stellar gateway. How? And that's why we should give a shout out to the stellar words, the Christians that celebrate the stellar words, because they talk about how they're being invoked and influenced by fallen angels. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bitch. Lucifer was the angel over music. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Ow, ow, ow. So shout out to the stellar words. But the stellar gateway, also known as the cosmic portal, accesses the cosmic consciousness. So when you hear people talk about they had alien encounters and they've seen, they had visitations from aliens, if you have not worked on your crown chakra, your throat chakra, your Merkaba, because people don't know about the Merkaba either, honey. You only think about the crown, the third eye, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, but you actually have about 5 different chakras in this region. So when you hear people talk about they had alien visitations, that they were able to, go to other dimensions and all sorts of bullshit. But yeah, this area is not, the other areas lead up to this area is not right. Because now we're talking about out-of-body experiences. Catch that too right there. That's going to come up for you again too, out-of-body experiences. So it accesses the cosmic consciousness, right? Whatever's in the cosmic, and the consciousness of all dimensions, all realms, all spirits, all things that ever existed. And even going into people talk about the acoustic or Akashic records, okay? Same place. You have to use this in order to access that, okay? If blocked or stuck open, the individual may become delusional and may contact low-level negative entities. Can we talk about this one more time? So when you drink, you get high, because spirit gives you a highness. Anybody out there to know about real magic, you know that. You do a ritual, bitch, you feel high. I've never tried marijuana, never tried any type of pills or any of that, and I don't think I need to, because with spiritual high I get from working with spirits, bitch, I love that feeling. Bitch, I would hate to think about something else that's temporary. I want that to be permanent. I want that to happen even when we're not doing it, honey. Even me thinking about it just gets me high. Ooh. Anyway, so if it is blocked or stuck open, the individual may become delusional and may contact low-level negative entities, mischievous or malicious spirits who have stayed too close to the earth plane, or other astral beings, including thought forms and the like, disseminating spiritual disinformation. So that means that these negative entities that are close to earth, that have not found their light, that have not been purged of their hate or their self-doubt or the regrets that they've had, they decide to stay here, they linger here, and they wreak havoc on other people's lives, and they do fucked up ass shit, right? So going into that, when these people are operating at a higher frequency, but we know they're really not, they're actually welcoming in low vibrational spirits that are giving them the wrong information. It says, let's go back to it. If blocked or stuck open, the individual may become delusional and may contact low-level negative entities, mischievous or malicious spirits who have stayed too close to the earth plane, or other astral beings, including thought forms and the likeliness, which disseminating, giving off spiritual disinformation. So this is why a bitch thinks she's powerful, because she smoke weed. This is why a bitch thinks she's powerful, because she get high off of crystal rocks. This is why a bitch thinks she got some type of gifts, because she hasn't conquered the demons that put her through the project experience, but she grew out of it, right? She, went to jail possibly, and the cop said, bitch, you can't be around negative ass motherfuckers. So she said, let me change my life. Who knows? But, these spirits, like I said, give you the wrong information. This is why these motherfuckers out here think that they know shit and they got shit and never even live shit. Bitch, their life is not showing an example of that. And I'm talking about that for everybody, whether I know them or I don't know them. And a lot of people too, they come out here and they spit this cute little game to y'all, and it sounds cute. But I tell you this from experience, because I know what I know, and I see people who give out fake information. They get on there, they get high. There's a guy, I don't want to say his name. I don't even remember his name. I think he was on one of these little shows too. but he gets on camera, he gets high, and he's sitting there smoking his little stuff, and he just start like becoming a cat in a hat, spellbound shit. You know, EDMP. Is that what they call it in New York? EDMP, spellbound shit. You know, a rabbi, hot bop bop, HELL, back it on to rail. Like he starts rhyming shit, and I'm just like, I hope people are looking at this at a troll stance, not a informative. He's actually speaking knowledge to you, because he wouldn't be in somebody else's basement if he had all this ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge. It actually reminds me of this guy now who was considered, a yogi, and he said that he was meant to be a struggling person in his life because he was a king. No, excuse me. He's a king still where he comes from. When he passes on here, he's going to go back there. But he said that he was forced to come down here and to live as a bum to send the information back and to basically show that he's learned his lesson. Some bullshit. But I'm like, if that was the case, then you would be working on getting out of that then, brother. You wouldn't be here sleeping in somebody else's basement, asking people to borrow money so you can get high and shit. You getting high for other people's money. You getting high. I mean, like, that just don't sound right to me. So it's like, he kind of reminds me of that person. Like, anyway. So, like I said, these spirits are giving disinformation and also going into the psychological effect of this. Can we talk about it? The psychological effect of this is definitely spiritual, but one of the physiological issues is multi-personality disorder, DID. Motherfuckers that think they traveling through walls and going into dimensions and shit. They believe they can fly. These are the people that they might have a broom, hung on their door, and they might tell you that they fly late at night. They might tell you when the moon becomes fuller, they fly more frequently, and they're not telling you guys that they, fly, mentally. They have you think that they literally start flying and going to people's houses, picking up shit. I think, in fact, one of the individuals said that somebody was missing something. They said that they actually showed it to the person's house and took it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, bitch, I doubt that. I really doubt that you would be able to do that anyway, because if you're able to do that, then you would have been able to go to the bank that owned the deed to your house, and you would have been able to get that back, and you wouldn't have to file bankruptcy. No tea, no shade. I'm just saying it how I'm saying it, bitch. It is what it is. If you have the gifts to go and, maliciously go to someone else's house or send your spirits to go do it, then you have the same motherfucking power and ability, brother or sister, to send your spirits to go into the bank, right? Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Escargo, and took back the deed that the motherfuckers had, and they disclosed your fucking home, then you wouldn't have to file bankruptcy. So do you have that power? You don't have the power. Does that power only come when it doesn't benefit you? Does it only come when you want to fuck people up? Because the last time I checked, there's no, magic is magic. There's no, there's no, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to do it. Like, if you could do it that way, you could do it that motherfucker way too, bitch. If you know how to cook, you know how to cook, bitch. I can cook up anything, bitch. You give me some noodles, a hot dog, and a bag of Cheetos, bitch. I'll show you what I can make with it. How you doing? Okay, bitch. You give me a bell pepper, a tomato, an onion, and a bag of rice, bitch. I'll show you how to do it. Like, bitch, you know how to cook, you know how to cook. Ain't no, well, I know how to do that sometimes, the only way that doesn't deal with me. Okay. But anywho, so that's just what I wanted to share with that, about that, what the stellar gateway is, and how it's accessed. Now, of course, if you're trying to access that, because of course, this is where the old information come on in. When you say Mystic, how do you get this information, Mystic, about things that you didn't live through? Because you weren't here when the world was filled with water, or the water was more dense, was covered to the top. You wasn't here when the Marduks and the giants roamed the earth. How do you know about this shit? Is it in a book or something? I'm sure it is. They have many stories going around here and there, but you have access to the spirit world, honey. No information is limited to you. And even going into, I'm going to be doing this. We're going to be doing a candle class, a black magic candle class. Who you doing? But also, we're going to be going over past life regressions of how to do it. And I feel like I did this before, and there was only like 3 people that took advantage of it. So Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to show how to access past information that deals with you and your whole purpose of why you're doing the things you're doing. And some of y'all probably ain't gonna give a fuck. And that's something too. Some people are probably afraid of that. Like, I don't really want to know because I just feel like if I know that I'm gonna do everything in my power not to go through with it. Well, bitch, there you go. You're too far into your motherfucking head. You better let that shit go, okay? Let it go, let it go. Okay. Come on, Julie Joey. Come on, Mercury. Yes, you work with love and passion. No, actually, Julie Joey, I got this cayenne to actually fuck some shit up. And I'm just gonna say this. I'm using this actually to deal with some law stuff, and there's been some very sad things going on with this. Police officers, firemen, they're so dear to my heart, and there's been a lot of police involved shootings and stuff in my area, and my heart just go out to these police officers because I think about this, you guys, like police officers really put up with a lot of bullshit. Y'all call them names, y'all call them fags, pigs, niggles, punk, this and that. Oh, y'all give them a hard motherfucking time, not knowing that this officer just witnessed going into a house with 6 dead children. Like, I can imagine that. Bitch, that would fuck me up. Like, you hear me? That would fuck me up to walk into a building or a place with dead children. Like, that would, oh, honey, I don't want to think about that. That would just stir up something in me. So you don't know if he just saw that and you just out here giving this motherfucker the 50 fucking degrees for no reason. Okay, because you didn't follow fucking protocol. You didn't know how to fucking turn on your blinker when you turn on the fucking highway. That's how this one is, you don't know how to drive. But even going to that, like, they've witnessed people die. Like, you've known people who died in car accidents. Some of you have been in car accidents. And they literally have come to the aid of these people dying, and they've witnessed these people take their last breath. They've lied to these people and said, you're going to be okay. And they were not okay. They died. So it's like for them to be the last ones to see that, like, that has to take a toll on that spirit. It has to take a great toll on that spirit. And, nurses and stuff, I know go through the exact same stuff. But of course, we'll speak about cops because we're going to say, yeah, cop, people always find a way to bring that up. But yeah, so my heart goes out to, police officers. And yes, you have bad police officers, but not all police officers are bad. And, like I said, my heart goes out to them because a lot of them, they sacrifice a lot of stuff. That stuff is very risky. And, they abandon their children. Some of these kids don't even see their dad. Some of these people, they just sacrifice a lot. And even outside of that, when they do have children, now your children are being put into a situation because you have people out there that are cop haters. And, like I said, it's sad to me. It's sad to me. So we all know that, Ogun and a few other these Orishas and spirits are with law enforcement. And these spirits are also with me and with my people out there. So, I feel like it is my duty. Okay, it's my duty to protect the cops, honey. And if you got a problem with a bitch, come and do something about it. Come and do something about it, bitch. Check me. Because that's problem too. A lot of y'all motherfuckers know that those spirits that deal with law enforcement and police officer bitches over here. And you mad because you've been under the jail cell. Don't hate me, bitch. Maybe you would have got right with Ogun or Legba, bitch. You wouldn't have to worry about going through the shit you went through. But obviously you didn't learn the motherfucking thing. So, bitch, they put their foot on your neck. Like y'all claim y'all doing nothing, but that spirit said, motherfucker, you're going 6 feet under. Anyway, let me get up out of that. So, like I said, it's that. So, yes, that's what Kaya is for, honey. How you doing? Come on, long time no see. CSC Bone Music Baya. Come on, honey. I hope I said that right, honey. Yes, honey. Ow, ow, ow. I need to get my Creole tea on, honey, huh? Come on, CS, honey. I need to get my little Creole tea on, honey. Ow, honey. I need to amp my tea up, honey. I don't know some teas, honey. I need to be more fluent. Who you doing? Where my Haitian people at? Y'all need to come out and teach you some tea, honey. Mambo, honey. Hello. I'm waiting on my lessons. you doing? Okay, we'll barter that. You teach me and I'll give to you, honey. How you doing? Yes, honey. How you doing? How you doing with a broken heart when you do everything you can and your partner still leave you? And this happens again and again. And it's a pattern when you're dedicated and each time your partner's abandon you. Well, I'll tell you this, yes. Okay. So you, if this is your situation, you're suffering from some abandonment issues with your parents. And depending on what partner this is, male or female, and if this partner in your eyes, where they're at energetically, male or female, masculine or feminine, you are relaying these experiences back to what you felt as a kid. So this is why these cycles are keep appearing, because you have not worked through that. You've had issues with your parents, or both parents, and you have not resolved those issues. You thought that when you got older, when I turn 18, I'm be on my own. I do what the fuck I want to do. And I don't gotta come back. I don't gotta see y'all. God bless you. But the truth of the matter is it still affected you. It still affects you, because every fiber of your being has been woven together by your parents. And you are their greatest fears and their greatest dreams on all aspects. And although, there is, as we said, 1% of your own individual imprint, right, which is accounted of like 1 point something million cells, it might even be billions of cells. Even those little bit of T's are still influenced by the other 99% of the cells, right? So, imagine those, 1% of cells sitting there being held hostage by, issues with your mother and father that was not resolved. And that's what it is. So if you're going through that about your partner leaving you and all that, I will encourage you to be single for some time and to work on yourself and to find that healthy ground within yourself. Like, are you okay? Mentally, emotionally, physically? Are you past all things that have made you feel some type of way? And even going into asking yourself too, CS, when these people walk out on you, what does it stir up in the inside of you? What does it remind you of? Like, what does it remind you of? And on top of that, what is it that keeps drawing to those type of people? Because we know that there's warning before destruction. We know that we know people. We have signs of people before they actually show us who they are. And I've learned to run away. As soon as I see those signs, bitch, I'm running, honey, because I'm not about to baby you. I'm not about to beg you. Please, baby, I'll change. I'm not doing that shit. If you like me and all sort of good shit, bitch, we coming in this wholeheartedly, 100, but you're half of the equation. I'm half the motherfucking equation. Everything's not going to go the way you want it to go. And I'm not going to give you my all. Come in there, healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit. And you got some problems that you're not willing to work through. And I think that's a lot of people's issue too. They try to, force people in relationships that they're not ready. I've done love work for people. And I keep telling these people, you need to do healing work on that person. And even go do physical work, like go see therapists with this person, because this person cannot give you the proper loving that you need because they suffer from issues with their parents. Their mom and daddy wasn't in the picture. So this is why this man cannot respect you for the queen that you are, because his queen wasn't there. The one who should have taught him how to respect a woman wasn't there. So now you're a part of the cycle and you're trying to force it onto him. And something about you is reminding him of his mother. And that's why he's mistreating you. Because in return, his mother mistreated him. And like I said, we treat people how people treat us. If people are fucked up to us, we're fucked up to them. And it may not be them, but it'd be like people that look like them. So, that's why I said it's important to resolve that. You have any problems with your mother, your father, your auntie, your uncle. And that goes for that too. People who had uncles and aunties who've done things to them. That too is the same way, because your uncles and your aunties are your mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters. So you kind of have the same level of respect for them. And for them to do things to mistreat you or to change something within you, you have to also have the same level of healing or letting go. And that's the real process, letting go of things that does not serve you. And when you do that, CS, you're going to see that people that reminds you of your old self or your own thought or your old thought pattern will just fall off. And you won't even encounter them again at all. You won't even encounter them again, honey. And then the new people that come in will be of great benefit to you. You would say, "Oh, since I met this new person, I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel a lot more sure." But like I said, it all starts with you. If you're not content with being by yourself, if you're not content and okay with being in your own thoughts, then you finding someone else ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. You're gonna be more stressed and oh, I can fuck somebody up and also the good stuff. So yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's all you do, honey. Hello, Rico. How you doing? Yes. Come on, Rico. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, honey. Come on, EPAC. Come on, me love. Hello, me Alma. How you doing, me Alma? Yes, honey. You see them, me Alma, honey. Chris Wright. Okay, Jolly L. I don't know how they be snorting and shit, honey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sis. I love you too, honey. Thank you, honey. Yes, me Alma. Long time no see. How's New York treating you, me Alma? How's New York treating you? Yes, honey. How's New York treating you? Yes, honey. Ow. Listen, y'all. Y'all, yes, honey. Yes, honey. Thank you, Little Murray. Yes, get it right, get it tight. Yes, honey. Get it tight, get it right. Ow, ow. Yes, honey, we love Mercury tea. Listen, listen, honey. You're welcome. You're welcome. No problem. Yes, no problem. Thank you. I love you too, CS. Yes, honey. Yes, you just walk up, Rico. Come on, Rico. Rico, thank you for that tea, honey. Who you doing? Rico, yes, honey. You feel like you in some type of palace or castle, don't you? I know that's right, honey. I would never leave, honey. You hear me? I would never leave. No, let me stop. Let me stop. My view kind of look like yours too, Rico. Very beautiful, but only at night. The daytime, honey, there's a lot of shit going on. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? But yes, I know you're happy. Thank you. And we're going to get together this week too. Yes, I need to email, I need to hit up Lachey. But listen, you guys, I gotta go. I gotta go, honey. Yes. Yes, I gotta go. Can I go? I gotta go work out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I gotta go change my clothes and go work out. Mm-hmm. And don't judge me. I'm gonna have a coffee to work out. Don't judge me. Yeah, 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 bitch. Don't judge me. Mm-hmm. Oh, girl. Well, this is vanilla. Mm. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Anyway, let me change my clothes, y'all. She texted her she's here. You trying to go outside too? Anyway, yes, honey. Work it out. I know that's right. Yes, Rico. Rico, listen. Rico, listen, I need to be snatched for my birthday. Okay? I'm gonna be on somebody's beach. And honey, I want to let it all hang out. Ow. Honey, if I listen, I'm gonna try to get the stomach all the way flat too so I can wear a two-piece. How you doing? I want it all out to out, honey. And when I go, I don't speak English. No say. No say. Honey, if they speak Spanish, bitch, I'm gonna bust out with some Arabic shit. If they speak Arabic, I'm gonna suck out with some fucking Vietnamese shit. If they act like they know Vietnamese too, bitch, then I'm gonna start signing. Okay, let me go. Let's say she gonna get mad right now. Come on, Rico. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Listen, because she gonna blow this phone up and she about to get cussed out. You don't blow me up. Bitch, you quiet and answer, bitch, stop calling. You stop calling. Bitch, you quiet and answer, bitch, stop calling. Hold on, let me see what the fuck she want. Let me see what the fuck she want. Hello? Hello? I'm here. Yeah, okay, girl. Yeah, I'm coming outside right now. Yeah, come on, yeah. Let me go, okay? Wait, are you outside or what? I gotta open the gate or somebody open it. Wait, are you in the gate or are you outside the gate? Girl, somebody just opened that damn gate, bitch. Park it. Oh, you gonna park out? Oh, yeah, you can park out there. So did they not open the gate? Because I just heard the gate open, bitch. Okay, so girl, give me a minute, girl. Let me go down there. Let me put on this shit. Let me go. Okay, bye. Listen, you all. Peace, Dea. Yes. And also, yeah. So anyway, I always say every time I come in there. Listen, y'all. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. This caffeine is gonna do about it good, honey. Today was my off day, y'all. I slept until probably like 3 p.m. Then I started doing other shit. Started cleaning, started organizing, started doing my work. I was prepared to do a phone call today. Nobody answered. You know how that go, honey. They try to play that role too. Like, okay, girl, you're not playing with me tonight. Anyway, let me go, you guys. Anyway, let me go. Love and light, y'all. TearsFreedomInstead@gmail.com, TearsFreedomInstead.blogspot.com. Until the next time, mwah.